What's good, everybody? GetGudMillhouse back at it again, and today in this week of our little study with me streams, we're going to be going over form. We're going to be learning a lot about form today. Um, it's broken down into two parts because it's awfully too long. This was a 5-hour stream, and the lessons that we went over were 2 hours long. So um, we wanted. I just thought it'd be nice if I cut it down and shorten things up and try to make sense of this entire thing. Again, I'm still new at this whole study with me stuff and just kind of like learning how to teach what I know from what I've been studying. So hopefully this helps you guys out in some type of way. Please let me know in the comment section down below, and if you guys like the video, give it a like, comment, and all that stuff, and we can just get started with it just right now. Okay, as I'm editing this entire Twitch stream, I want to make this a lot shorter than the other posts. I know some of the streams I post are more than 20 odd minutes long, or even more than that, maybe half an hour to 1 hour. So just to cut it down, here's a time lapse or speeding through this entire Twitch stream. I'm going over my character design of We Are Your Friends. And for form, I'm displaying how flat my character looks, no matter how cool she is. If you guys think she's cool, thank you, and I appreciate you. But nonetheless, she is still very flat. We got some interesting shapes in her designs. She looks very, very cool. I made this design during the pandemic of 2020, and I was really trying to like work on a portfolio, and then I stopped after finishing the 4 characters for my project. I went back to the fundamentals. I've been working on this story since 2018 or 2019, I believe, and around a certain period I didn't have a Cintiq or any drawing tablet, or I couldn't draw digitally, so I did a lot of my character designs on pen and paper, and I really miss those times doing that. But yeah, those are just some early concepts just to show that how flat my characters are, as an example of the lack of knowledge of form and how to show your characters actually being like full of like bones, meat, blood, and stuff like that, instead of just looking flat like a cardboard. So yes, we're gonna move on to the next clip. I'm all over the place with this Twitch stream. I'm not gonna lie. What I'm trying to do, I'm trying to build up a portfolio and a pitch at the same time. This is the main character. Totally changed up her design. She is now, instead of a Caucasian girl, she's gonna be black. Because I was kind of frustrated with the idea of like not seeing enough black representations or black main characters in animation or shows and stuff like that, especially in animation. So it made a sweet little innocent black girl here, and she becomes this badass demon chick here, and you can totally see the difference between this and so you can see like it's not as flat. There's more form here. You can tell like by the shoulder pads, the circular. This is wrapping around her chest. This is wrapping around her hips, so you can totally see that. Like, yeah, there's more form here. I think the only things that the only stuff of the armor that doesn't really have a lot of form to show like how 3-dimensional it is her legs. Like the shin guards here, because I wanted them to be like kind of flamey or smoky. I want this to be interpreted by however way I'm feeling how to draw her. You know, I really want her armor to change in a way where if her emotions are heightened, like her arm guards and her shin guards stop becoming like a hard surface object and becomes more of a tangible, or like it morphs around. Her armor changes on her mood as well. So if she gets really, really angry, these things are supposed to look like smoke and flames. They become smoke and flames. Yeah, that's how I wanted her to be. Like, I wanted some of those aspects of that. Okay, getting into form. Yes, I have to just run by this. I did this all out of order. I think the first practice to do is going back to the plane studies like we taught earlier in the last couple weeks, where you make a plane, find a center point, and use that center point to make your cones. You can also use a plane to also create cylinders as well, or your cubes or boxes, or any type of shape, to be honest. Again, find that center point down the middle, and there you go. You have yourself a nice little pyramid. These are not the best looking shapes. They're not very accurate, but just doing it on the fly. I'm just doing it all as a demonstration. If I spent more time to actually concentrate on what I was doing, I'm pretty sure they will look a lot cleaner and a lot neater than they are right now. Yes, so level one, I would say, before you stop using the planes to do the math and create your shapes, you would start off with these planes. I recommend to do this exercise like 10 of each shape by building them out with planes. Then the next one will be the very basics without using any of the planes to actually build out the shapes. As you can see, it's once you get rid of all the guidelines on making your planes, it's a lot easier just to make cylinders, and you can actually obviously see the top and the bottom of the cylinder once you're done with using planes for your creation of the objects. And once you're done with making planes, then you can just start free styling it, draw this on your own without adding the planes, and start practicing making cubes, spheres, pyramids, cylinders, and cones in freeform space. You can always draw through them if you like. It's always best to draw through them so you can have more of a better understanding of how to create these shapes. These are very basic and boring shapes. Yes, I know how boring this is. Trust me, I know. I have sketchbooks full of these basic shapes, and it took me a long time to actually realize why it's so important. And with the next video that is a part 2 to this study stream with me, you will see why those shapes are important, because you have a better understanding of how you can break down other people's artwork and apply it to your own and make those basic shapes yourself. Again, going over the idea of like adding forms to other shapes. So I'm adding a sphere and having it connect to this cube, and I'm extruding out of it, and there's my little cone. It's looking very weird. I don't know what I'm doing here, but again, this is a great practice. Don't never ever forget or skip this, and I think you should just practice this for fun. It's always fun, just adding shapes together and just seeing what you can come up with. You can use this again for later reference when it comes to building, I don't know, mechanical pieces, buildings, any type of object really, just by adding different shapes, extruding and beveling things. And it's like thinking in 3D without using a 3D software program. And once you unlock that side of your mind, I think drawing capabilities are kind of like limitless. Okay, then level 3 would be drawing each of these common shapes be free drawing them without adding in the planes. You know, like you're graduated. You graduated. So what's another thing? Another shape. I lost my train of thought. Oh yes, the cube. Now we're drawing cubes and stuff, preformed. And oh yeah, I can't forget about the pyramid. And did I get everything? Got the cylinder, the sphere, cube. Oh, and the cone. Well, yeah, I guess we got a little this. All right, so the next thing will be doing the contour lining of these objects. You can go as hard as you want, or you can just simplify it for yourself. There's really no fancy. It's really all up to you how badly you want to learn something. But as we all know, the sphere is made with these ellipses. You can find out how round this thing is. So now you see it's like a little bit more three-dimensional because you can see that it curves all around from itself. So there you go. Same thing with this cylinder here. This will be like the center point of the cylinder, right? It's flat. Going all the way down because it's going off to a certain vanishing point, right? But then the outside or if you want to make this even more same thing with this cube here. Like let's say you found the center point of the cube, right? Yeah. All right, and it comes down. Same thing with this pyramid as well. You just start seeing the dimensions of the pyramid being very, very flat on all the planes, all the sides of the faces of the pyramid. And the same for this cone. And you're gonna be doing contours. What's up, Pool Party Fizz? How's it going? Came up with a question. I have a bunch of characters I like to draw. How do I get the best shapes to construct them? That's something we're gonna be going over next week. We're gonna be going over characters and how to. Well, I'm gonna just show you the way how I learned how to do it, and hopefully it can help you. But yeah, we're gonna go over that. But I think this is like something really, really important to start off with first, and then move on to that. But yeah, these are one of the main things you want to start practicing in. Just understanding these forms really helped bring out my artwork. Like, yes, you can just say, forget the fundamentals. I'm gonna like caveman ooga booga it and just draw my characters and get better over time. Yeah, you could do that. All right, but it might take you a little bit longer to get to the point that you're gonna be satisfied with, especially if you haven't gone over the fundamentals. Right now, what I'm gonna show you is how I now start learning forms. And it's gonna require tracing. It's gonna require tracing. So like, if you're against tracing, like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, too bad. Go cry about it. So for this, I guess the homework would be like just 10 of each object on each level. All right, so you'll be doing 10 cones, 10 pyramids, 10 cylinders, 10 cubes, constructing them with planes and what I've just showed you. And then you'll do the same thing without using planes, and you're just drawing them freehand, and then you're gonna be doing the contour stuff. And that wraps it up. I'm sorry for how weird and random this entire thing is. Again, thank you guys for watching. If you guys want to support me, if you guys go hit up the Patreon page or donate. Thanks again. And part 2 is coming on later on this week, so you guys will get a better understanding of how I take these basic fundamentals and apply it to my own artwork, and how I would steal from artists, and use tracing to actually help me understand creating armor and drawing people. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to that. And I'm just teaching the best way I can, to be honest. Um, I'm not trying to use a lot of $20 words here and try to make it like really complicated, but um, yeah, if you guys like it. And if you guys are following along with me, you know, that's another good sign of you guys just trying to improve. See you guys on the next video.